Good morning, student. Today, to continue with the topic forms of business organization, we will discuss about one-person company. Now, one-person company, as the name suggests, means that when there is only one person. The disadvantage of sole proprietorship was considered, and one-person company came into form in 2013. So, one-person company means a company with one person as a member. He will be the shareholder of the company and avails all the benefits of a private limited company. The idea of one-person company in India was introduced to give boost to entrepreneurs who has great potential to start their own venture by allowing them to create a single person company. The concept of one-person company is new vehicle of a business introduced by Companies Act 2013. Now, features of one-person company are only one shareholder. In case of private company, there were minimum 2, maximum 200. In case of public, minimum 7, maximum unlimited. But in case of OPC, only one person is the shareholder. Only a natural person who is an Indian citizen and resident in India shall be eligible to act as a member of one-person company. Now here, liability of shareholder is limited to his shareholding, as it's in the case of a company, because in sole proprietor liability were unlimited, but here it's limited. Now, easy transferability. Shares are easily transferable by a shareholder to any other person. This can be done by filling and signing the share transfer form and holding over the buyer of the share along with share certificate. Now, this was not possible in case of private company. Now, nominee for shareholder. The shareholder can nominate another person who shall become the shareholder in case of death or incapacity of the original shareholder. Only a natural person who is an Indian citizen shall be nominee of the sole member for the sole member of one-person company. Now, separate legal entity, as it was in case of private company, as it was in case of public company, it is also a separate legal entity considered as a juristic person. This was not in the case of sole proprietorship. Now, easy funding. One-person company can raise funds through venture capital, financial institutions, angel investors, etc., and thus graduating itself to a private limited company. Now, director. The minimum number of directors is required under OPC. One director is required. The company may have maximum of 15 directors. Now, special word. As it was in case of private company was written at the end. As it was in case of public was written at the end. In case of one-person company, some special words are used with the name of OPC. Under the name one-person company is written in bracket. Now, meeting of directors. For OPC, it is obligated to have a meeting of directors twice a year. The gap between them should be 90 days. Cannot be less than 90 days. Should be more than 90 days. In case there is one director in OPC, there is no need for calling a meeting. Now, annual general meeting. OPC is exempted from calling AGM. However, it is obligatory that ordinary and special resolution to be passed in AGM, that is annual general meeting, should be recorded in the minutes book. In minutes book, the signatures of the members along with date have to be there. Now, perpetual succession. Now, OPC has a perpetual succession in case of death or inability of the main member. The nominated member can become the member of the company. The process goes on, continuing. The company continues to have a perpetual succession. The source goes on. Thank you.